Hey, this is Steven Silva, and I just wanted to share some more insight and information with you. Some of the videos that I'm posting may sound repetitive in certain forms, but it's important just to keep getting it ingrained in your mind and in your head. So just recently I was at the CTNX Expo. It was a great event as usual. And someone approached me at my desk, just wasn't familiar really with who I was or what it really stand for, so it was really great because he came up and said, you know, I really love your work, let me introduce myself, I have this toy line, I'm doing these toys, and here's the booklet, and the toys look really cool, so he's taking people's ideas and turning it into toys. And so he showed me this booklet, and I'm looking through it, and I noticed, I said, so where's, where's the artist names, on here? Well, I give them credit. I'll get them credit. Then I'm flipping back, and then I do eventually see their names in the back of the book, but it's not on the actual artwork. So, I kind of called them out on that and just made some excuses. And then I asked him, so, how does this work? What do you do? So I get the artwork, the artists give me their work, and then I turn it into the toys, and this is doing really well. I've sold over 10,000 units of the first run, and there's more demand, and it's going to go into the stores, and it's going to be a real big deal. I said, that's fantastic. So this is really great. So what is the royalty amount that these artists get paid on this? No. I don't give any royalties. This is just work for hire. Oh, okay, work for hire. So those of you who don't know, work for hire is when someone just pays you outright for your artwork and there's no attachment to it after that. So they can do whatever they want with it. They can use it for print. They can use it for merchandise. They can do whatever they want. So it is when someone mentions work for hire, you need to let them know, well, this is why you're charging more. You're doing this for work for hire, and it's often not the best thing to do, but it's the reality that our world has been built on is this work for hire basis. The Graphic Artists Guild highly, sort of denounces that. They don't want that, try to encourage artists not to do work for hire, but unfortunately, that's a lot of the way it is. So I encourage you, if you're going to do the work for hire, not that we can change this whole system, but charge more for it. That's as simple as that. So you charge more. So I said, oh, work for hire. Okay, so, you're making the toys and you're doing all this. So, well, that's great. So what are your rates for that? Well, I'm paying around $250 to the artist. You gotta be kidding me. I just started to get into it with this guy. I was just so upset that, and I started to explain to him, well, how can you just pay them $250? Do you understand how much that's devaluing? Well, you got to understand my expenses that I have. Well, I do understand your expenses, but reality, pal, that's the cost of business. If you want to get into business, you got to pay money for that. And that's why you're getting involved in this. So this is the problem where all these people who are involved in these projects think that, they know they have a budget. They know what they have to pay, but they got to incorporate this into the budget. They're paying for everyone else. They're paying the company in China to tool this thing and make this thing. So why is the artist getting the worst end of the stick? And that's what this guy's whole thing was, that the artist was the bottom of the totem pole. And I said, the artist, he's trying to explain to me that the artist is just the it's just their concept, it doesn't involve, I got to get this sculpted and I got to do all this. I said, well, there's no sculpture without the art. And he's trying to tell me, no, we sculpt this before we do the art, which was a big bunch of baloney. This guy's just trying to blow air through one ear out the other. I don't know what he's doing, but again, barking up the wrong tree with me. And it's getting to the point of it. He was getting very flustered, but I'm trying to tell him, listen, the art is the bottom line. That's where it begins. Without the art, without the foundation, without the plan, you don't build the house, you don't make the chair, you don't do anything without the art. It's all the ideas. People are buying your ideas. So you may not even flush out, and he said, well, we don't want you to flush out the whole design. We just need, you can rough it out real quick. Again, this is the concept. What you're valuable for is your ideas. People want your ideas. So even you may be on the phone with someone and people are going to try to get your ideas. So what do you think would be the best way to approach this? And so you let them know, hey, I'll be more than happy to help you, but I charge a consulting fee. My consulting fee is however much an hour. Maybe start with $100 an hour. But whatever it is, the minute you put money on that, it places value. And again, it's not this thing about art. I don't want anyone to think this is about greed. This is about you making a living as an artist. This is about you appreciating and valuing your work so that all these producers and executives and different people don't think they could just get it for free. So you're going to be dealing with all these situations. So it's about, again, just the protecting of yourself and knowing that this is the most important thing, just to understand how to come back with these people. And because they don't realize, you know, that there is no product, there is no publicity, there is no advertising, there is nothing without the groundwork, without the idea from the artist that they present. So sometimes they'll say, just do a little doodle for this, you know, for this toy, you know. We'll see if if it's going in the right direction. The minute you do that drawing for them to see if it's the right direction, you're done. Oftentimes you will never hear back from these guys again, because now you've given them the concept, you've given them the idea. What do they do with that? They hand it over to someone else that they find, some other sucker, and have them flush it out. And they come to them and say, we already got the idea. We just need you to flush it out. How much are you going to charge for that? So they're stealing from one artist to the next, and the other artists are allowing that to happen. So this is what you have to, you know, avoid at all costs, is just knowing that your idea is the most valuable form of the art, and it all starts from there. So don't be taking advantage of this world. Keep spreading this, educate yourself, let this be known, okay? And that's it. Just be aware, please be aware. And on a side note, I'm going to plug my Silver Drawing Academy that I just opened. It's in Sun Valley. You can go to silverdrawingacademy.com and you can roll in classes. I'm going to be doing lots of workshops, different classes. My heart is in the business of art. I want to discuss this. I want to get this to you to bring your awareness more and more. I do it through these videos. This is what it's all about, is just sharing this information and getting it out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.